About the United States. The United States is a very large country. It covers a wide area of land. The distance between places can be long. It is a place with many different landscapes, cultures, and ways of life. No single image can describe the entire country. Some areas are busy and loud. Traffic moves constantly. People walk quickly. Other areas are quiet and calm. Streets feel empty. Time feels slower. Because the country is so big, every region feels a little different. The weather changes. The scenery changes. The rhythm of daily life changes. In some regions, mornings begin early. In others, days start more slowly. But no matter where you go, people often share similar values. They care about freedom. They care about opportunity. They care about personal choice. These values appear in small moments. In the way people speak. In the way they make decisions. In the United States, daily life can feel fast. Many people wake up early. They prepare for the day ahead. They commute to work. They check schedules. They follow routines. Work plays a central role in life. Time is divided carefully. Hours are planned in advance. But at the same time, people also look for moments of rest. They look for small breaks in the day. They enjoy quiet mornings. They enjoy a short walk outside. They enjoy time at home after work. Even simple moments feel important. Sitting down. Turning off lights. Ending the day quietly. American culture often encourages people to speak their thoughts. It is common to share opinions openly. People are taught to explain how they feel. Clear communication is valued. Speaking directly is often preferred. People learn to express themselves from a young age. They are encouraged to be confident in who they are. At the same time, Americans value personal space. They may be friendly. They may smile and greet others. But they also respect boundaries. People keep distance when needed. Privacy is important. This balance between openness and independence is an important part of life here. It shapes daily interactions. Food in the United States is very diverse. Many cultures meet through food. You can find food from almost every country in the world. Different flavors exist side by side. Some meals are quick and simple. Food is eaten between tasks. Time is limited. Other meals are slow and comforting. People sit longer. Conversation lasts. Many people enjoy casual meals. Eating together is often more about conversation than formality. There are few rules. It is normal to relax. It is normal to talk freely. It is normal to take your time. The United States is also known for its nature. The land changes dramatically from place to place. There are mountains. There are deserts. There are forests. There are oceans. Some places feel wide and open. The horizon feels far away. Some places feel endless and quiet. Sound fades into the distance. Nature offers contrast to city life. It provides space away from crowds. Nature gives people space to breathe. It reminds them to pause and rest. Even in a busy life, nature offers balance. Travel is common across the country. Distances are long. Driving is part of daily life. Roads connect towns and cities. Highways stretch across the land. Cars move steadily from one place to another. People in the United States often believe in new beginnings. The idea of starting again is familiar. If something does not work, they try again. They adjust their plans. They move forward. This mindset affects how people live. It shapes decisions. It influences goals. As the day slowly ends, cities begin to change. Traffic becomes lighter. Lights turn off one by one. Stores close. Voices grow quieter. The streets calm down. The noise fades away. Movement slows. Time feels less urgent. Life continues without rushing. The United States is a place of movement. But it is also a place of pause. A place where people work hard. And where they gradually learn to slow down. About Canada. Canada is a very large country. It is one of the largest countries in the world. The land stretches far from east to west. Many areas feel open and quiet. Some places are far apart. Distance is an important part of life here. Canada is known for its wide landscapes. Forests cover large areas of land. Lakes appear in many regions. Water is everywhere. Rivers move slowly through cities and towns. Lakes reflect the sky. The weather changes with the seasons. Winters are long in many places. Snow stays on the ground for months. Cold air shapes daily routines. People dress warmly. They move carefully. When spring arrives, the land slowly changes. Ice melts. Water flows again. Summer days can feel long. Sunlight lasts late into the evening. Time feels stretched. Autumn arrives quietly. Leaves change color. The air becomes cooler. Life in Canada often moves at a steady pace. Days are not rushed. People take their time. In many towns, streets are calm. Traffic is light. Sounds are soft. Cities exist, but space still matters. Buildings do not always feel crowded. The sky feels close. People in Canada value balance. They value routine. They value calm. Daily life often follows simple patterns. People wake up. They prepare for the day. Work is important. But rest is also important. Many people start their mornings quietly. They drink coffee or tea. They look outside. Conversations are often gentle. Voices stay low. Interruptions are rare. People choose their words carefully. Listening is important. Silence is not uncomfortable. Personal space is respected. Distance feels natural. Boundaries are clear. Kindness is often subtle. It appears in small actions. Holding a door. Waiting patiently. Canada is a country shaped by nature. The land influences daily habits. Weather affects decisions. Travel can take time. Roads stretch far between places. Driving feels slow and steady. Trains pass through wide areas of land. Movement feels gradual. Nothing feels rushed. Many people live close to nature. Trees stand near homes. Water is nearby. Nature feels present, even in cities. Parks are common. Green space is valued. Quiet moments happen often. Early mornings. Late evenings. Snow softens sound in winter. Everything feels muted. Movement slows. At night, towns become very quiet. Lights remain on in some windows. Most streets stay empty. The air feels still. Time feels open. People spend more time indoors. Homes feel warm. Inside spaces feel important. Books are read. Music plays softly. Days end without urgency. Canada is also shaped by diversity. People come from many places. Languages mix quietly. Different cultures exist side by side. No single voice dominates. Differences feel accepted. Food reflects this diversity. Meals are simple. Meals are familiar. Cooking is often practical. Comfort matters. Warm food feels important. Eating is unhurried. Conversation moves slowly. Silence is allowed. People often look outward. They notice weather. They notice light. Seasons influence mood. Winter feels inward. Summer feels open. Change happens gradually. Nothing feels sudden. Life moves forward quietly. Canada does not demand attention. It does not rush. It does not interrupt. It allows space. It allows time. It allows stillness. The country continues as it always has. Land remains. Water flows. People live their days. Time passes. The rhythm stays steady. About Mexico. Mexico is a large country. It stretches across different climates and landscapes. The land changes often. Mountains rise in some areas. Deserts spread quietly in others. Along the coast, the air feels different. Waves move steadily. The horizon feels open. Mexico is shaped by warmth. Sunlight lasts long during the day. Shadows grow slowly in the afternoon. Time feels flexible. Days do not always follow strict schedules. Moments unfold at their own pace. In many towns, mornings begin softly. Streets are quiet. Shops open gradually. People move without hurry. Footsteps echo lightly. Sounds arrive slowly. Life in Mexico often centers around daily rhythm. Morning brings activity. Midday slows everything down. The afternoon feels long. Heat rests on the ground. Movement becomes minimal. People pause. They wait. They stay indoors. Later, the air cools. Evenings feel alive again. Streets begin to fill. Conversation flows easily. Voices rise and fall naturally. Silence appears between sounds. Homes often feel open. Doors and windows allow air to move freely. Light changes the mood of rooms. Family plays an important role. Meals bring people together. Time is shared. Food is prepared slowly. Ingredients are familiar. Cooking feels routine. Meals are not rushed. People sit together. They talk without urgency. Food in Mexico reflects the land. Flavors are grounded. Recipes feel rooted. Eating is part of daily life. Not a special event. Just a steady habit. In many areas, streets are narrow. Buildings stand close together. Shadows fall across the ground. Colors appear warm. Walls hold sunlight. Even in quiet moments, spaces feel alive. Nature surrounds many communities. Hills rise nearby. Open land stretches outward. Some places feel dry. The ground is firm. The air is still. Other places feel humid. The air holds weight. Movement slows naturally. Weather influences the day. Heat shapes behavior. Shade becomes important. People walk slower. They stop often. They adjust. Travel takes time. Distances feel longer under the sun. Movement feels deliberate. Roads connect towns quietly. Cars move steadily. Traffic feels less urgent. Public spaces matter. Plazas remain open. Benches wait. People sit and observe. They watch time pass. Nothing demands attention. Music exists, but it does not dominate. Sound drifts. It fades naturally. Night arrives gently. The sky darkens slowly. Lights appear one by one. Evenings are social. People gather outside. Conversations continue. Streets feel warmer at night. Heat releases from walls. Air moves again. Children play briefly. Adults talk quietly. Time feels loose. Later, towns settle. Movement slows. Sounds thin out. Homes close for the night. Lights remain on in some windows. Most streets grow quiet. Rural areas feel even calmer. Darkness spreads fully. Stars become visible. The land rests. Heat leaves slowly. Silence deepens. Mexico holds many contrasts. Activity and stillness. Warmth and quiet. Nothing feels rushed. Nothing feels forced. Life continues naturally. The country does not insist. It allows moments to pass. It allows pauses. Days repeat with small changes. Light shifts. Shadows move. People continue their routines. Morning returns. The rhythm remains. About Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a small country, but it feels spacious. The land is close to nature. Green fills the view. Trees grow thick and tall. Rain falls often. Sometimes lightly. Sometimes steadily. The sound of water becomes familiar. It blends into daily life. It fades into the background. Costa Rica is shaped by climate. Warm air moves slowly. Humidity stays in the air. Days begin gently. Light appears early. Mornings feel soft. In many places, the day starts quietly. Birds are often the first sound. Voices come later. People move without rush. There is time. There is space. Life in Costa Rica follows a relaxed rhythm. Schedules exist, but they are flexible. Time does not press forward strongly. It moves alongside people, not ahead of them. The phrase pura vida is common here. It does not need explanation. It describes a feeling. Life is taken as it comes. Moments are accepted. Nothing is forced. Many towns feel open. Buildings are low. Streets feel wide. Nature stays close. Trees stand near homes. Plants grow freely. Colors feel natural. Green dominates. Light shifts through leaves. The air smells alive. Rain. Soil. Plants. Daily life stays simple. People wake up. They prepare slowly. Work happens. But it does not dominate everything. Balance matters. Breaks are common. Rest is normal. Pausing feels allowed. Food is practical and familiar. Meals repeat. Ingredients are local. Cooking is routine. Nothing feels rushed. Nothing feels heavy. Meals are eaten calmly. Conversation is easy. Silence is acceptable. Eating is part of the day. Not the center. Just a steady moment. Nature surrounds almost everything. Rainforests stretch outward. Mountains rise quietly. The land feels alive. Movement happens everywhere. But softly. Animals stay mostly unseen. But their presence is felt. Sounds appear and disappear. Water plays an important role. Rivers move steadily. Streams cross paths. The ocean is never far. Waves repeat endlessly. The horizon stays calm. Travel takes patience. Roads curve through land. Movement slows naturally. Driving feels steady. Not urgent. Not pressured. Distances feel longer than expected. Not because of size, but because of pace. People accept this. Waiting feels normal. Delays feel ordinary. Public spaces remain open. Benches wait quietly. Paths stay clear. People sit and observe. They look outward. They notice weather. Rain changes plans. Sun changes mood. Everything adapts. Afternoons feel heavy. Heat rests in the air. Movement becomes lighter. Later, the day shifts again. Clouds move. Light softens. Evenings arrive slowly. The air cools. Sounds change. Voices gather. Laughter appears briefly. Then fades. Homes open to the evening. Windows stay open. Air moves freely. Night feels calm. Darkness settles gently. No sudden silence. In rural areas, nights are very quiet. Light disappears quickly. Stars appear. The land rests. Rain returns softly. Everything slows. Costa Rica does not push forward. It does not demand speed. It allows presence. Life continues without urgency. Days repeat with small changes. The rhythm stays consistent. People move with the land, not against it, not ahead of it. Time feels wide here. Moments stretch. Nothing collapses. Costa Rica remains steady. Green stays green. Water keeps moving. The country exists quietly. Breathing. Waiting. Continuing. About Peru. Peru is a country shaped by contrast. The land changes often. Nothing stays the same for long. Mountains rise sharply in many areas. The Andes stretch across the country. The air feels thin and clear. Some towns sit high above sea level. Movement feels slower. Breathing feels different. Life adjusts naturally. People move carefully. They take their time. The land feels ancient. Rocks remain unchanged. Paths feel worn and familiar. In the mountains, mornings are cold. Light appears slowly. Shadows move across stone. Sounds travel far. Voices echo softly. Silence stays present. Lower areas feel warmer. The air grows heavier. Movement becomes easier. Along the coast, the rhythm changes again. The ocean shapes daily life. Waves repeat endlessly. The desert meets the sea. Sand stretches quietly. The horizon feels distant. Cities grow along the coast. Buildings face the water. Streets follow long lines. Life in Peru follows the land. Geography decides the pace. Weather shapes routine. Daily life feels grounded. Nothing feels rushed. Nothing feels removed. People wake early in many regions. Days begin with light. Work starts quietly. Markets open gradually. Stalls fill with color. Movement increases slowly. Food plays a steady role. Meals are practical. Ingredients feel familiar. Cooking follows tradition. Methods stay simple. Flavors feel rooted. Eating is part of routine. Not a performance. Not an event. People sit together. They eat calmly. They speak softly. Silence appears often. It feels natural. It does not need to be filled. Peru carries history quietly. The past is present, but not announced. Old structures remain. Stone walls stand firm. Time feels layered. Modern life exists alongside tradition. Nothing replaces everything. Things continue together. Travel takes patience. Roads wind through mountains. Movement feels deliberate. Distances feel longer than expected. Not because of space, But because of terrain, vehicles move slowly. Stops feel normal. Waiting feels accepted. Nature surrounds many communities. Hills rise nearby. Open land stretches outward. The sky feels wide. Clouds move steadily. Light changes gently. In rural areas, days feel quiet. Sounds stay minimal. Activity feels measured. Animals move through fields. Wind passes through grass. Everything feels connected. Afternoons slow naturally. Heat settles. Energy lowers. Later, the air cools. Movement returns slightly. Voices gather. Evenings feel calm. Light fades softly. The day releases its weight. Homes close gradually. Lights appear one by one. Streets grow quiet. Night feels deep in many places. Darkness arrives fully. Stars become visible. The land rests. Sounds thin out. Time opens. Peru does not demand attention. It does not hurry. It remains steady. Life continues through repetition. Days return. Routines remain. Change happens slowly. Nothing disappears quickly. Everything leaves a trace. The country moves forward quietly. Guided by land. Guided by time. About Chile. Chile is a long and narrow country. It stretches along the western edge of South America. The land runs beside the ocean for a great distance. The shape of the country affects everything. North and south feel far apart. Travel takes time. Along the coast, the ocean is always present. Waves move steadily. The horizon feels endless. The sea influences daily life. Air feels cool. Wind moves constantly. In the north, the land is dry. The Atacama Desert spreads wide. Rain is rare. The ground feels firm. The air feels thin. Silence feels deep. Light is strong during the day. Shadows are sharp. Movement feels minimal. Towns appear spaced apart. Buildings stand quietly. Streets feel open. Life adapts to the land. Water is valued. Routine feels simple. Further south, the land changes. Green appears gradually. The air cools. Mountains rise near the coast. The Andes follow the length of the country. Snow remains on high peaks. In central areas, daily life feels balanced. Cities grow near valleys. Farms stretch outward. People wake early. Days begin calmly. Work starts without urgency. Movement feels steady. Schedules exist, but they do not dominate. Food reflects the land and sea. Ingredients feel local. Meals feel familiar. Eating is unhurried. Conversation stays quiet. Silence feels normal. Homes feel closed and calm. Inside spaces matter. Outside noise stays distant. Further south, the land becomes colder. Forests grow dense. Rain falls often. The sky feels heavy. Clouds move slowly. Light changes frequently. Patagonia feels remote. Distances feel large. Human presence feels small. Wind moves across open land. Water runs cold and clear. Sound carries far. Life here feels measured. Nothing moves quickly. Everything adjusts. Travel becomes slower. Roads curve through land. Stops feel expected. People accept distance. Waiting feels natural. Silence feels familiar. Cities in Chile feel contained. They do not spread endlessly. Edges appear clearly. Night arrives quietly. Lights turn on gradually. Streets remain calm. Sound lowers as evening continues. Movement decreases. The pace softens. People stay indoors. Windows glow softly. Rooms feel still. Along the coast, night air feels cool. Waves remain consistent. The rhythm does not change. Inland areas feel darker. Stars appear clearly. The land rests. Chile carries a quiet strength. The land shapes behavior. Nature leads. Life follows long patterns. Change happens slowly. Nothing rushes forward. The country does not demand attention. It does not interrupt. It continues steadily. Days repeat with small differences. Light shifts. Weather adjusts. People continue their routines. Morning returns. The rhythm remains. Chile exists along its length. Ocean on one side. Mountains on the other. Between them, life continues. Measured. Steady. Unforced. About Argentina. Argentina is a large country. The land stretches wide across the southern part of South America. Distance is felt clearly. The landscape changes gradually. Open plains extend far in many regions. The horizon feels wide and uninterrupted. The pampas feel calm and open. Grass moves gently with the wind. Movement feels continuous but slow. Life in these areas feels steady. Days follow familiar patterns. Nothing feels sudden. Cities grow within this openness. They feel organized. They feel grounded. Buenos Aires sits near the water. The river stretches wide. The city feels broad rather than tall. Streets run long and straight. Buildings stand close together. Movement flows evenly. Life in the city follows a rhythm. Mornings begin quietly. Activity builds slowly. People walk at a measured pace. Conversations happen naturally. Pauses feel normal. Time feels flexible. Schedules exist. But they do not dominate everything. Cafes remain open for long hours. People sit without hurry. Conversation continues. Silence appears between words. It feels comfortable. It does not interrupt. Daily routines feel established. Work happens. Breaks happen too. Lunch can last longer than expected. Evenings arrive late. Night stays active. Food plays an important role. Meals feel familiar and shared. Eating is social. Cooking follows tradition. Methods remain simple. Flavors feel consistent. People sit together. They eat slowly. Time stretches. Conversation flows easily. Topics shift naturally. Nothing feels rushed. Outside the city, the land opens again. Farms stretch outward. Roads run straight for long distances. Driving feels steady. The view changes slowly. Time feels extended. Further south, the land becomes colder. Patagonia feels wide and quiet. Wind moves freely. The sky feels large. Clouds travel long distances. Sound carries far. Towns feel small within the land. Buildings cluster closely. Silence surrounds them. Movement here feels deliberate. People prepare carefully. Nothing is wasted. Nature shapes daily life. Weather influences plans. Distance influences decisions. Mountains rise in the west. Snow remains on peaks. The air feels clear. Water runs cold. Rivers move steadily. Lakes reflect the sky. Travel takes time. Roads curve through land. Stops feel expected. Waiting feels normal. Stillness feels familiar. Space feels constant. In the north, warmth returns. The land feels drier. Light feels stronger. Days stretch long. Shadows move slowly. Heat shapes routine. Life adjusts quietly. Movement slows when needed. Balance remains. Across the country, rhythm changes by place. But a steady pace remains. Nothing pushes forward too fast. Evenings arrive gradually. Light softens. Sound lowers. Cities calm down. Homes close their doors. Streets empty slowly. Night settles in layers. Activity fades. Silence grows. Rural areas become very still. Darkness spreads fully. Stars appear clearly. Argentina holds space well. It allows distance. It allows time. The country moves forward quietly. Guided by land. Guided by habit. Days repeat with small differences. Weather shifts. Light changes. People continue their routines. Movement remains steady. The rhythm stays. Argentina exists across wide ground. Open. Measured. Unforced. About Brazil. Brazil occupies a wide area of South America. Scale is felt everywhere. The land feels expansive. Distances are long. Movement takes time. Brazil holds many different environments. Rainforests cover large regions. Rivers move endlessly. Water shapes the country. Streams connect to rivers. Rivers connect to the sea. The Amazon stretches quietly. Trees grow dense and tall. Light filters through layers of green. The air feels heavy with moisture. Sounds remain soft. Movement blends into the forest. Life near the rainforest feels measured. Nature sets the pace. People adjust naturally. Rain arrives without warning. It passes slowly. The ground absorbs it. Further away, the land opens. Fields stretch wide. Hills rise gently. Rural areas feel spacious. Homes stand apart. Silence remains present. Cities in Brazil feel large but spread out. They do not feel narrow. Space exists between places. Neighborhoods form their own rhythm. Streets repeat familiar patterns. Movement feels local. Daily life begins early. Light arrives quickly. Mornings feel warm. People prepare for the day steadily. There is no rush. There is routine. Work happens across many settings. Indoors. Outdoors. In open air. Breaks are part of the day. Pausing feels normal. Rest fits naturally. Food plays a steady role. Meals are practical. Ingredients feel familiar. Cooking happens often. Homes carry familiar smells. Meals repeat. Eating is shared. Conversation moves easily. Time stretches. Silence appears between sounds. It feels natural. It does not interrupt. Along the coast, the ocean changes the rhythm. Waves repeat constantly. Air moves freely. Beaches stretch long. The horizon feels wide. Movement slows. Even in cities near the coast. The sea remains present. It shapes the mood. Afternoons feel heavy with heat. Activity lowers naturally. Energy settles. Later, the day shifts again. The air cools slightly. Movement returns. Evenings feel social. People gather outdoors. Streets stay active. Sound rises and falls. Music appears briefly. Then fades. Night arrives gradually. Darkness spreads evenly. Lights appear across buildings. Cities quiet down in layers. Some areas remain active. Others rest early. Residential streets grow calm. Windows glow softly. Movement slows. Further inland, nights feel darker. Stars appear clearly. Sound thins out. Brazil carries strong contrasts. Density and openness. Sound and silence. Nothing stays the same everywhere. Each region holds its own pace. Each place moves differently. Despite this, life feels continuous. Days repeat. Routines remain. People adapt easily. Change is expected. Adjustment feels natural. Brazil does not move in straight lines. It flows. It bends. Time stretches and compresses. Moments expand. Moments pass. The country does not settle into one rhythm. It holds many at once, all existing together. Across forests, cities, rivers, and coastlines. Life continues steadily. Brazil remains open. Wide. Uncontained. It holds movement. It holds stillness. It allows both.